what you're after. Cool babies, strange but not a stranger. I'm an ordinary guy, burning down the house.
All right.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Free Lads in a Beautiful Game. I'm your host, who does the most, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Red Devil Soul and Joey 6 Times. How are we doing, my fellas?
Looking at Joey, I'm not ready.
Bro, he's swinging back. Oh my god.
I really don't know. Look, to start anyway. To answer the initial question, I'm doing very good.
Thank you. Thank you for answering my question.
Unlike my good friend
compatriot, yeah.
He's probably got a bit to get off his chest on this podcast, so I'm looking forward to it.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
No, look, his team's been doing, for some reason, giving us heaps of content to talk about, so why not? But look, let's just delve into it. But before we do, let's delve into the Liverpool Wolves game first, because that was the first game of the week. Please take it away.
First half, if we were playing a team that had a decent striker or someone who put the ball in the net, the game would have been over. We were absolutely garbage the first half. Honestly cannot even say a good thing about pretty much any player on the pitch up until that point. It's just absolutely terrible. Just seemed to lack intensity, to lack the want to win the ball, the second balls. And just when we played with Salah, Jota, and Gakpo up front, we seemed to put Jota over to the left. And I don't know, personally, I think Jota plays his best in just the middle. He's just a finisher. Look, he's got a decent dribble on him, but he's not someone who's really going to get the ball out wide and start coming in and beating one or two players and rocket one in from outside the box or something like that. And he's not really notorious for his crossing ability either. So a bit of a weird one. I guess I do get it, considering the friendlies that we had previously. So I can understand why maybe Klopp went with the team that was maybe the fittest or felt the best. Probably wanted to rest a couple of players. And second half, completely different team though. Made substitution, brought Diaz on, just electric, brought intensity back into the rest of them. McAllister went off. He was horrendous. Obviously, if you're really into the game.
Sorry to cut you off, but would you say that was more like him having just a shit game, or because he was playing in a different position? Because apparently at the moment, you're playing him more of in a deeper role, instead of what he was playing at Brighton.
He's had some good games in a 6, but at the time he's had a red card and he had a shocker against Wolves.
Well, it did get overturned, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Overthink it too much. I know that Argentina played a game at some ridiculous altitude to the point of where they had to have supplied oxygen and stuff like that only a couple of days prior. And Klopp said he knew he shouldn't have played him, but he did, just based off how good he can be. So I think maybe Klopp was hoping that he'd get away with that, but he didn't get away with it. But wasn't afraid to make the halftime substitution, which was good. And afterwards in his press conference, Klopp said it's probably the one time that he'll substitute McAllister, and McAllister will be relatively happy about it. So, yeah. Look, they got a pretty early goal, put us under some pressure. Like I said, probably should have been over in the first half, but thanks.
If they had a decent striker, different story.
Yeah,
you know
I think it's finishing.
What was that striker's name, actually? Their striker that they had, because he was shocker, man. He had some
I think
Question.
Up against us.
a lot of the opportunities I think felt to Kuna.
Yeah, Kuno.
Uh,
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, like
Okay.
it reminds me of like it just seems like they've almost got Adama Traore just in a different body. Just fine then. Like there's a couple of situations there where he beat 2 or 3 players in like the space of 2 seconds. Like he's over the first 10 yards, he's absolutely incredible at going around people, but just doesn't seem to have any form of end product to him. Yeah, like
Destroyed Casemiro when he played us.
and he destroyed like 4 Liverpool players and one thing in about the space of like 2 or 3 seconds, and then he got a shot. He went 1-on-1 with Matip, and then got scared. Like the slowest player on the pitch, probably the one he'd want to run at in the box, and then went to his right foot and went to kill one, but just completely mishit the ball. But
No, I've seen that. What you're saying.
Crouch.
over the first 10 yards, he's a crazy player.
Neto had a really good game. What's his name? The one that was on the left wing.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I think I don't know if it was on here when we were talking about the Wolves game or whether it was just in person between us. But I said recently, Neto's is so good. He's a very good player. Just wasn't consistent enough over the last year and a bit, I don't think. Didn't showcase his levels. Like if he does that every game, what he done for Wolves against Liverpool, like it's 6 months he'll be at Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah, be worth 140 million, the most expensive winger to ever come out of the Premier League. But yeah, he just lacks a bit of consistency, I think. But yeah, he tore us apart in the first half. In the second half, they didn't really do too much. Wolves, like we got control of the ball, started dominating the game. Just seemed to have a little razzle about us, and then Andy Robertson with a fantastic captain's goal. Just took the game by the scruff of the neck. Shows up in midfield, way out of position, but same time we love it. Liverpool love a left or right back just going somewhere that they're not meant to go, but Klopp seems to like it. And yeah, he's played a 1-2, got the ball back, and honestly, not a left back's finish. It's tidy as just slipped it underneath. And yeah, it was a very crucial goal. But was it fully deserved? Like, I don't know, they had as good of a first half as we had second half, but I guess that's the difference in the teams. Obviously, we've got players who can put a ball in the net a bit better than Wolves can. And,
No, look, definitely deserved, because like what you just said, if you finish your chances, they didn't. You know what I mean? Like we said, like if they had finished their chances, then yeah, we'd be talking about a different thing for sure. But
definitely,
yeah, no, 100%. No, it was definitely deserved. That's for sure. You can't take it. No, a win's a win at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I but yeah, just like I like to look at the game as an overall game, and like it's like a team can win, they all play better football, and that's the end of the day. Yeah, like I like to judge teams on how they play football as well, because no one likes a team that does fuck all and then runs up the other end and scores a goal and then defends for 90 minutes. It's not what we want to see. We want to see attacking flair, going at each other. It's football. That's the best football. But yeah, so then Harvey Elliott. I've got something to say though, right? The way he carries on after the goal, runs over, jumps the hoarding, jumps into the fans, like.
Well, you're a bit celebration police about it.
I don't know. I just feel like it was a bit over the top. Hey, like
was that the second goal or the third goal?
Third goal. Like the ball's going well wide, takes a big deflection, hits the post, goes in,
and then jumps in the way. And
it's already extra time. We're winning 2-1. Like I know it's the deal. Like seals the deal of the game. Definitely guarantees the 3 points, but. The way he celebrated, I was a bit like,
look, I'm actually going to go against the grain here and say I had no problem with it. like he's a young lad. He's scored for his team. He's sealed the game for you now because it probably would have been tight, whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And he's run to the, he's seen the lads. It's late in the game. He's, you know what I mean. Like I have no, like look, what's that? Sorry.
I'm being a bit too harsh on the young lad.
I feel like it is because at the end of the day, like like I heard some people I started to bring up your game style, but I heard people complain about your guy that celebrated, and I know his name, that young cunt that celebrated.
Hannibal, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he scored, and it was like his first goal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had no problem with that, but some people are complaining. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Is it Iqbal?
Oh, whatever his name is. I'm just.
Hannibal.
This guy scored the goal.
One with the curly long hair.
Yeah, what's his name? Isn't it Iqbal?
No, we sold him. Hannibal. His name's Hannibal.
His name's Hannibal. Yeah. No, look, what I'm trying to say is just like it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like I have no problem.
His name's Hannibal.
Yeah. Hannibal.
What's wrong with Hannibal, lad? Nothing wrong with Hannibal. Look, he's gonna be a fine winger. There's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
But look, like I said, we'll get to that. But no, like I said, I have no problem with that. I think it's fine. Yeah, it was maybe over the top a little bit, but it's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? I have no problem with it. Look, if you're like 5 or 6 up or something, then yeah, like remember a couple of years ago when Ronaldo scored like a penalty and they were like already free in the Champions League final.
Jojo, we were talking about this.
Yeah, he like took his shirt off.
He didn't even took his shirt off, and he's like, "Oh, they already won, bro."
Yeah, bro, it was like that. Now that's ridiculous. That when I'll be celebration police on that one.
We literally talking about that like a week.
Yeah.
Ago.
Yeah, I mean that I have an issue with. So if you did that, okay, we'll talk. But for that one, it's not too bad. It was okay. It was But yeah, no, look, it was a good win. It was a good win for Liverpool. But yeah, look, do you have any more to say?
So another 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
If we can continue on that second half form, I think it's 16 games unbeaten now. So we're on a bit of a run without really anyone kind of realizing it.
It's looking good.
This is the type of I'm not going to sit here and say, we're going to be top at the end of the season, but this is the makings of a team that does go all the way. Teams that win games even when they're not playing their best. Teams that turn defeats around consistently, turn games around consistently even when they're not playing the best. Teams that just have that extra gear that other teams don't have. And yeah, if we can keep it injury free and the momentum going. I think I'm very happy with how we started this season. I wasn't expecting as strong of a start than I've seen, to be honest. And so, yeah, all around, very, very happy lately.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And you have reason to be, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
No, look, you sort of surprised a fair few people. Like some people had used pin, especially with the Caicedo saga, like how it panned out and everything, and Latvia and blah blah blah. A lot of people had used they're even going to make top 4. But to start this way, it's fair play. And I'm more impressed about not even the Wolves win was it was still good, but I was more impressed that you had a fair few injuries and people out, you know what I mean, in that game, and you still managed to get a result. And that for me, it's like you said, that's one of the biggest crucial things for a team to go all the way. You know what I mean? It's you can still rely on the other guys as well. You know what I mean? It's not about the 11 players because we all know it's 11 players can only get you so far. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But yeah, no, look, good game. But yeah, look, we move on. Yeah, look, we move on.
I was hoping for that 4th goal only because I picked them 4-1 for the prediction.
Yeah, nah.
Other than that,
I didn't realize our team both did each other a favor. So you got the prediction right on my one.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then that's funny as okay. Both of us didn't back our teams.
Banks' team right.
And I backed Liverpool to win 3-1. Lol. Oh well, yeah. Actually made a bit of a comeback this week. But anyway, we'll talk about that when we get to the predictions. Anyway, I know you're starting to stall So that's why you're talking about prediction leagues and stuff. Sorry, sir, we can't get away from this chat. So, Brighton Munich versus Man United. But before you take it away, please continue.
You get it out first. What he's gonna say.
I'm just going to go back onto what I was saying yesterday on the Champions League and European League preview show. Do you still believe in Ten Hag? Are you still reckon he's the right man?
I do.
Lead us forward?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not signs of worryingness. I don't know. It just seems to be to me, honestly, and I'm not even saying this from a bantering point of view. I'm saying this from a legit football perspective. It looks like he's going down the exact same road he's gone down too many times in recent times.
It does.
Honestly,
we do have a lot of
Same
injuries at the moment to the first team, but that's not an excuse.
Yeah, but I said, yeah, but George has said, we've been without our whole defence pretty much. We've had to go with our pretty much backup
Our
defence.
start looks sort of like your start last season.
Yeah, and we finished where last season? 6th or
Fifth.
5th? Yeah. He's finished in the top 4 this season, last season. Now it's his full season. You'd expect an improvement.
I do expect, yeah.
Do you see an improvement from that?
No, I don't. Not at the moment.
Yeah. No, that's all I really got to say. Spend a bit of money.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. But tell us about the game anyway.
Yeah, I was
Like
going to say,
we always
let's talk
it's not
about
our money,
the game.
It doesn't matter.
Well, let's get into the game. Let's get into the game before we discuss more about Ten Hag and Man United and what's happening.
I don't even really want to get into the game.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to.
It's more about the whole team.
Did you start all right or?
We did. So, okay. The team selection first.
Get stuck
like
in.
we were talking just before.
Get stuck in.
No, don't worry. I'm going to. I don't know what the hell is he doing putting Bruno on the wings. And if you had a look while we were playing, I don't know if you were watching, but when we were defending and attacking, it sort of turned into a 4-4-2 with Rashford and Haaland up front. And it just wasn't working because Bruno was just drifting everywhere and leaving big gaps on the wing. And that's mostly where they were attacking us the whole time.
Yeah.
But that's the team selection. The first 10 minutes, we did look good, but still couldn't capitalize on that first 10 minutes. We had a few chances, but so did they. It was a back and forth game. But after that, they completely dominated us. They went down the wings whenever they wanted to, like I was saying. Their left and right back was destroying us. All their goals came from wingers cutting it back, passing into someone on the edge of the box, and there was actually 2 goals from the edge of the box. Disgraceful, really, performance. We got outclassed by a team that has only been in the Premier League, 3 or 4 years now? I know they're a good team, but we should be doing a lot better than that. Like Joey was saying, this is the second season, and that's what I was sort of getting into as well.
He's a Manchester United.
Exactly, we are Manchester United. We should be fucking smashing these guys.
They're the best team in the world. And yeah. I've seen it.
That now.
The Brighton 11 they fielded cost £18.2 million.
Yeah, I don't really care how much they cost.
I know, but I'm just a statistic. Like it's.
I know. I see all the Instagram stuff too.
You've kind of got to. I guess
they beat Man City as well. They beat everybody last year.
They didn't beat us.
They're 16. I said last year.
Yeah, they didn't beat us last season.
Didn't they? I thought they beat everybody last season.
No.
They probably
Oh, that was
beat us.
Brentford. Sorry,
I'm almost certain they probably
speaking of the wrong team,
Yeah.
it was Brentford, not Brighton.
You team, eh? Did you lose? You lost that
Pardon?
last year, City.
What's that? Sorry.
Didn't you lose to Brentford twice?
Yeah, we lost to Brentford twice, but still got a treble
Yeah,
out of it. So
Brentford
it doesn't
lost.
really matter that we lose to Brentford
lost to
twice in the
Brentford,
season.
so-
You know what I mean?
Thomas Franks, he's got sauce, man.
Yeah, Thomas cooks. You know, Thomas got a bit of a lab going in his kitchen
Right.
at the moment. So,
And cooks.
but look, I want to talk about Deservy because Deservy, I feel like not much is spoken about him. He's actually, I reckon, he maybe in.
Nice.
I don't know. I reckon maybe at the end of the season he's going to go to like a big team, like Real Madrid.
Oh, definitely for sure.
Maybe even one of the
Right.
big four teams.
Real Madrid.
If he
Cristiano's
goes,
going.
yeah. Look, I also I can see it.
Chelsea or United.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna. If he
He's not
does,
gonna
that's
last.
his career's gone. If he goes to one of those two, like I'm telling you right now, like that's where like unless you like have some sort of like, because I don't feel like he'll do what he can do at United the same at Brighton. Do you know what I mean? Because with United, it's not even about like the players, the manager and stuff. It's not even about that. It's about, we all know, it's about what's happening in the back rooms, the board, the owners. They're really
excuses though.
no, it's not. I'm not saying it's giving you excuses, but I'm just saying it's like you don't
That's
have
what everyone's
structure.
mostly talking about.
Yeah, you don't have that structure in the
We
back.
don't.
Like, yeah, like you don't, and like to be honest, bro, I don't really see it like a United identity. Do you get what I mean? Like the United don't really have like play. Like when you play, it's not like I know how United play. It's just like Ten Hag just sort of goes, all right, I'm gonna put my best 11 out there and hope I get a result. Do you get what I mean? And if the plan A doesn't work, I've got no plan B. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's weird.
Well, one thing what I've noticed about him is he tries to switch tactics a fair bit, or switch formations and stuff like that against different teams. Like if you look at the best
times it worked last season
in the world, like Liverpool, City, Barcelona, even back a few years ago, like even Real Madrid, they played their style, and if you can handle it, like fair play. But if you can't, and most teams can't, you'll get beat. But they'll play the same pretty much every single game, ultimately. And it's just like, I don't know, like from what I've seen or what the United games I've watched.
seasons last.
Why not? There's always like
Pretty sure his Ajax beat Real Madrid.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure his Ajax beat Real Madrid a few seasons ago.
Yeah, they probably did in the Champions League, but yeah, Ajax, they've been good in the Champions League for a long time before he came along. I think there's just certain teams that do well in the competition, probably based on the home and away games. Like Liverpool for years, we didn't generally have good managers, but they still. Yeah, Rafa Benitez beat probably one of the best AC Milan teams ever in a final. Didn't really do much else. But yeah, Ajax back then, but like George said, Ajax had an identity. Like Ajax back then had an identity. They played their style of football. They probably didn't change much to suit Real Madrid. They probably went out there and just played the Ajax way and won the game.
And he's still trying to bring that in.
Is it more like? And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is it like the board? Because like the board didn't give him his players he wanted. We know this. He didn't get like I think you wanted, what was his name? The one that went to Bayern Munich. Kim Min-jae. You also wanted Harry Kane. You wanted Pavard as well. I'm pretty sure.
Pavard, Rabiot.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So like this kind of all circles back to, the board and the owners.
Deals done fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like whoever's your sporting director, right? Like the one.
Then again, like this. I'm pretty sure he wanted Mason Mount straight away, so he got Mason Mount. So that's his person. So he's got no excuse for Mason Mount.
And well, he has got some of his people, like you said, like he's got Anthony. He brought in Martinez as well. That was his guy. Yeah. What's that other?
I didn't really want. Malassia's the young one though. He's I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Then you got like Casemiro, but he wasn't even his first plan. It's been Frankie de Jong that all last summer, and then like we couldn't get him, and then right at the end of this, we got Casemiro.
Yeah.
So he really wasn't even his person if you think about it. But because he's been our best player last season, it's just been like
pushed under the
how
rug
do
a
I
bit.
explain it? Like, sorry.
I said it's been like pushed under the rug a little bit.
Yeah. Who did he get this season? So he tried to get Hoyland, but he's only just really had a first start. And if you're seeing, he actually had a pretty good game.
It's
Did get a goal, but obviously it was
Disallowed.
I think what was that? There was that other goal offside. His goal was offside or something.
It wasn't offside. Nah, Rashford went out.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
then
went out.
everyone's complaining about that. Man, that was out.
Regardless of the ball going out, or if it did or not, whatever. Like Holland's still done really good in that situation.
He had a turn and then just do a little.
Opened his body up and then just finished it. Like pretty composed.
Looks like a very good striker.
Pretty composed finish. Yeah, I think he'll actually do all right. I think he will be a lot better with him in the team. Like obviously when he's getting the run, even Martinez is better than the two centre backs that have been playing. Even when you get him back and Shaw back,
Martinez is playing. He got
outfit, but
he got skimmed against Brighton. Didn't you see that second goal?
Who?
Martinez
He got skimmed, bro.
He got busted up by Pascal, was it? Pascal Gross?
Nah. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
He's a baller, bro.
Bro, you know, I saw a stat. He's now got the equal goals for the most visiting player to come and score at Old Trafford. I think with Gerrard and I believe it's Michael Owen or someone else. I can't remember who. But yeah, that's crazy stat. He loves scoring against United, eh? That's so weird. 7 goals or something.
Good man.
Yeah, good. I like him.
Good man.
Like I was saying in the previews, we should have been playing Pellistri on the right wing instead of Bruno.
Yeah.
Then we could have been at least pushing the left and right backs back so they couldn't attack. When we went down, the lack of urgency, the lack of fight to come back, that was really ridiculous. You couldn't see anything from anybody. The 2 people that you could see had fight was Reguilon, and he's not even from our team. And Hoyland was the second one. Rashford, oh my God, Rashford. Does he know how to pass the ball sometimes?
Yeah.
Did you just seen him?
And he wants to play on the left wing. Like,
yeah, I heard.
Like too many step overs, man.
Yeah, I heard.
It's starting to look like old school Ronaldo.
Yeah, just without the end product.
Yeah, I was gonna say
exactly.
Yeah.
Same
Man,
caliber.
there was so many times he could have passed it to Hoyland, and like you could tell Hoyland was getting frustrated. He's like looking at him, like you could just tell. But man, sometimes he just needs to learn to pass the ball. He's good at finishing, but the decision making is what gets me every single time. Sometimes you need to learn how to pass.
Yeah, definitely.
The substitutes. If you've seen what happened, they went up 1 goal. No, the second goal, sorry. So as soon as they went up the second goal, instead of putting defensive people on to like shore up the defense for them, no, what do they go do? They put 2 attacking people on and get that 3rd goal against us. And instead of substituting, pardon?
Brighton did.
Brighton got 3 goals before we even got our one.
Yeah, you see, because he's smelt blood and he's going for it.
Yeah, because we're down, man.
Yeah, well, I think that's like it is a good way to kind of even if you're a good team, obviously, like a good team like Brighton, who play like a high pressing football. It's generally the forward players you get tired, and then if that press stops from the forward, then it allows the other team to get back into the game by starting to build momentum from the back and passing it to midfield easy. But yeah,
you watch, man, they're passing it all around us, eh?
Yeah, man, I've seen it. Like Brighton, I've said it before.
Yeah,
They're good, man. They're one of the best teams to watch. Like, honestly, they're like fair play to them. Like, I actually can't say anything bad about Brighton.
They're actually so crazy. Like if you think
Just
about how they
Shit got
work.
shut on us.
Budget. They had Graham Potter. He done a great job there. Then he went, and you thought, like I thought, oh, it's the end of Brighton now. That's it. Like I thought Graham Potter was a magician, and
Using all their players.
never the bloke in my life, and they've just it's like they've just gone up another gear as well, whilst losing like handfuls of good players who are meant to be, they're that good because he's there, Like you wouldn't even they lost the two midfielders. Like,
well, this cycles back to what I was saying before about the whole who's in charge and who's thing. You see it. Like look at United, look where they are right now because of their decisions of the backroom staff and like their there's like, and look at Brighton. Like you said before, what was it? 18 million for a squad?
16 mil.
Yeah, 16 mil, whatever. Yeah, ridiculous. And like, fair play to them. It's like they have this conveyor belt of just wonder kid, mad player, mad hectic manager. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's actually weird.
They're giving they got James Milner and Adam Lallana there, and it's even Adam Lallana. Like if you keep him fit, he balls, man.
And you know what? He actually puts in a shift every time he plays. You know what I mean? Every time he plays.
Who scored the first goal?
Who?
Danny Welbeck.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Bro, actually, we want to talk about celebration police. Were you pissed off that he actually celebrated solo or, didn't give you the muted
It wasn't
celebration?
a big celebration, but, man, he hasn't been with us for a while, so it's...
Fair enough.
Yeah, he was always a United reject. Like, he's never really respected the guy, in my opinion. There's, none of the fan base wanted him to be, they're like, nah, he's not good enough. In reality, if you're looking at Danny Welbeck over a whole season, he isn't good enough to lead United to glory. But he does have a moment or two of
man.
Good, he can
Positioning, good finish.
But yeah, at the end of the day, he just doesn't showcase it enough as regularly as someone who leads the line United needs to be.
Yeah,
You need that 30 goal a season player. And
We do. That's what we're trying to get Harry Kane first, but I don't think what's his name, the Tottenham owner. I can't remember his name at the moment.
And at the end of the day, look, Harry Kane as well. No offense, he would have looked at it. Would there be any point leaving Tottenham for United at this time in terms of winning trophies? Probably not.
He probably didn't know Andrew was going to be this good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine a world where he did stay with Ange. He did. It's actually, we forget about it. He did play one game with Ange before he left.
A lot of it could be Harry Kane leaving and then allowing the other players to kind of, it's just
look how much they're shining, yeah.
You know what I mean? I know that sometimes having a player like Harry Kane in the team can, limit the team because everything should go through him and has to go through him, which obviously, gives a team the focal point to shut down. If you shut down Harry Kane against Tottenham last year, they weren't doing a thing. If he didn't score or he didn't
That was also a kind of a play also as well because Son wasn't playing as he was playing. So it was all literally, like you said, it was all down to Kane. If Kane didn't do something, it was nothing. That's it. Tottenham were losing. But I don't know. It looks interesting. Spurs look like, possibly even, a top 4 contender this season if they keep continuing the way they play. But
they keep up the form they're going at, they'll definitely be in the top 4. But
100%. Well, they got a big game next week. I think they got North London Derby. So let's see. Maybe the honeymoon phase might be over next week.
They've got Liverpool. We've got them as well.
Two big fixtures for them. So let's see what Let's see what Ange cooks up in the fixtures. But yeah, so look, you had a tough fixture. I thought you were going to win. You let me fucking down. I'm never backing your team again. So just let me know that. But look, it was a tough fixture. I think I said on the last show we did, I said to you, look, there's a world that it could be a possibility where you lose this game and you lose the Bayern Munich game. Do you think after that it's going to be a bit more pressure on Ten Hag, or it's like, okay, you've got past all these tough fixtures, now we can start cooking? You know what I mean? Or is it like this guy has to do like get his shit sorted, or otherwise,
After his
there's the uncomfortable
tactical
question.
plan
You know what I mean?
this week, he better get his stuff together because we do have a test on Thursday against Bayern Munich away.
Mm-hmm.
If you go have a check out our Champions League show, we had it on yesterday. We were speaking about what we think is going to happen. We're not looking good, so probably not a good result. But our next 6 games, 7 games, fairly easy. So I'm expecting we better be winning these. All the pressure will be on, especially because they're lower teams. We got Burnley away. And then we've got 4 home games, so we better be winning those home games as well because it's double.
What, 4 home games in a row?
Yeah, it's literally Crystal Palace at the Cup.
Oh, Carling Cup,
Crystal-
yeah. Oh,
Crystal
Carling,
Palace,
sorry.
the Premier League. Galatasaray.
I reckon Palace.
No, Palace.
Yeah, they're not looking that good without Zaha.
Yeah, Roy Hodgson. No.
Big Roy.
Brentford home. That's going to be another.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die this season. I'm pretty sure.
What about full staunching up like a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna have a heart attack. I was like, please don't.
I was worried.
You know how we say like it's the first sacking of the season? Who we think is gonna happen? It's the first death of the season. I don't want to say it, but like, yeah, we know who it is. Like, unfortunately. But yeah.
Sheffield away, then Copenhagen, and then the big game after those 7 games is City at home. So we better be winning these next 7 games just to get our confidence back up because right now it's not looking so good.
Yeah.
We've got some injuries. If everyone can see, we've got like a whole first team out, but 4 of them are probably first team players. 85th minute in the game, he brings on Wan-Bissaka, and Wan-Bissaka ends up getting injured. He's out for 2 months now, so we got another defender injured.
Oof, that's a big one. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
When did he get injured?
Today. He got injured at the end, like with that 5 minutes that he came in on the Brighton game. Something happened, and then like must have checked it the next day.
It was a hamstring.
Seen something happen. Hamstring. 2 months out.
Not a big injuries lately, eh?
For our defense.
Yeah, I think it's just still the games, man. It's the
it must be.
Because
players, when they get injured now, they're going out for like at least minimum, like you said, 2 months, 3 months. It's crazy.
Like I messaged, I think in the chat, I think Mount and Varane should be back for the next Premier League game, I'm pretty sure. But I'm guessing what he usually does is bring them on the bench and just slowly bring them back into the team. I think Amrabat as well might be there as well. So that's a good boost for the midfield because we need it. Hopefully they can start Palestri next game. Because we need some more
it's a big
attacking wingers. Pardon?
You say Mason Mount's a big boost for midfield.
I said they're all big boosts. I said Amrabat, Mount. Hey, he's only played 1.5 games. You can't
Mason
get
I've seen
right now.
But like I've said this before to you, he's a 10. If you want to play an 8, he's going to be a very average 8.
He probably will, but we'll see. Hopefully he goes good for us.
I don't think I've ever.
Trying to stay positive.
I think I've ever seen him
chase getting me down at the moment.
Back. Don't get me wrong, he's great on the edge of the box, but you've already got another edge of the box hog in Fernandez.
At the moment, he's not playing too good either.
Yeah. The problem could be like, as good of a creative threat he is, he doesn't hold shape. Fernandez as well, and sometimes in games, especially against teams right where you need to keep your shape, like you need to keep your shape against them. You can't.
Like I was saying, man, he was running everywhere. If we had wingers that were actually sticking to the left and right backs,
like maybe in the bigger games. To try and secure a result anyway, to try and get even a draw because a draw is better than a loss. maybe Bruno Fernandes should be getting brought on in the last 20 minutes of a game to, unlock a tired defence. But like when you have all your midfielders back, like maybe a midfield of Mount, Amrabat, and Casemiro would do a better job overall than having Fernandes in there.
They might play that one time this season. We can see if that is better.
Yeah,
because
so
like you said, he probably is a 10.
Forwards as well who don't want to do much defensive work. You can't sacrifice sometimes, like in the Premier League, especially if you don't have the greatest defense, which is don't. Can't really sacrifice that body in midfield to have that player who just plays a 10. 10s are dying. To dying. Odd for the number 10.
Casemiro needs help. He's been not looking good this season as well.
Maybe you can do something where if you play like a lesser team, you'd have Mount and Bruno, and then have maybe Amrabat and Casemiro, and then when you play
Amrabat,
yeah, and then if you're versing like a team that you have to sit back, then maybe go for the two defensive midfielders, and then have Bruno as your main number 10. But yeah, no, look,
the 8 better. Amrabat will probably play the 8 better.
When's he back again? You said the first Premier League game, like when
Mount, Amrabat, and Varane should be back for this next Premier League game. So on the weekend.
All right. Well, look, you'll have a more of a filled out stronger squad by then, so maybe we'll be able to actually judge you properly.
Defense that's lacking.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely need a bolster, maybe either in January or who knows, maybe in the next transfer. Nah, lad, we love Johnny Evans.
This is the thing. This is what happens a lot of the time. If he doesn't get the results from now until January, the Glazers aren't going to give him a whole heap of money because they're probably not going to sit there and believe.
Doing well.
They're probably not going to sit there and believe. They're take us somewhere. He's just going to waste the money, and we're going to sack him anyway. Obviously, they need time, lots of time, and lots of money. The overhaul of the United's not going to happen overnight.
No, like I said, we still probably need a midfielder and a striker. Maybe a defender now, since all the defenders. Injuries.
I think he's like at least 3 or 4 players away from properly challenging.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was saying when we first started, I said you were 2 players away when you were going to get Kane. If you got Kane, maybe what was it? Was it what you had? Who was in the midfield? Yeah, Kim and Jay. Sorry, if you got them 2,
centre back.
Yeah, centre back. My bad. If you had got them 2, I reckon you actually had a chance of actually going all the way and actually challenging this season. But yeah.
Look, putting Kim and Jay in right now with Martinez instead of bloody Johnny Evans or Harry Maguire.
Well, a lot better for you, but
if you've seen as well when Højlund got substituted off, everyone was booing because they wanted him to stay on because he was having a good game.
I heard about that. Yeah, that was a weird substitution because apparently he was the only one. Like you said, he was the only one that was actually doing shit on the field. So bit of a weird one.
It's what's it called? Coming back from injury protocol, not letting them play the whole 90 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, look, see, how I see it is if let's say if he got injured, then everyone would be like, nah, 10 out. What's he doing? Why don't you take him off? You know what I mean? So I feel like it better be safe than sorry.
Sometimes we know.
And you weren't gonna no disrespect, but you said you're already 3-0 down or something at them. You know what I mean? So let's just take it off. You know what I mean?
Damage control.
I think we're 2-0 down then, but
exactly. Look, he's had a tough fixture, but it wasn't. It's not the end of days. I'm trying to be rational here because I have to be the host. So, look, it's not the end of days over here. It's not the worst. It is a bad loss, but it's not the worst loss. You know what I mean? So, like you said, we'll see how we go. Yeah, look, it was definitely like a embarrassing loss, but I'm just trying to say it's not the end of the world kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Gary
It's
Neville,
not Ten Hag. It's not Ten Hag out loss. Do you get what I mean?
Gary Neville
No,
summed
not
it up.
yet.
Well, Gary Neville said he watched the game as a fan.
Mhm.
He was disappointed, and he goes, but it wasn't something that kind of surprised me. And he said, I think most other Manchester United supporters feel the same way at the moment. That just like obviously they're disappointed they lost. They feel they shouldn't lose a game like that, but they're still like, it's not like they're shocked that it happened. It's not like they're holding their
And
heads
if you
or
and
how.
if you dig, no, I'm just saying if you deep that and you think about it, like you said, little old Brighton are favourites at Old Trafford. Like that's pretty crazy. If you like that sentence is a real thing. It's not bullshit. That's literally what happened. You know what I mean? The Brighton came over, outplayed you, and then it was weird.
Brighton, the way they've played like over the last few years.
Mhm.
Like I said, man, if they go to maybe 14 clubs in England, they're probably favourites in 14 of them.
And you know what?
It's not
Props
just
to them.
but they've really built something strong there.
No, you know what I also like about them? So we all know, they came from the championship, whatever. They're not one of those championships. They're a yo-yo team. They go up and down, up and down. They don't have like you said. They've built an identity. They've got a great structure, great ownership, great fan base, support, whatever. Like you know what I mean? They're just happy to be in the Premier League and excel in that. There's a lot of other teams that come from the championship and stuff, and they don't excel. You know what I mean? They just go straight back down. And then, they're happy to fight back and be like, oh, I'm a underdog championship team. You know what I mean? Whereas like, no, these lads are like, no, let's go for it. We want to go to Europe. We want to go challenge. We want to go to the Champions League next season. Let's go let's go toe to toe with Man United at Old Trafford. Let's give people their run for their money. Like, and fair play to that. Like, that's what I respect more for. That's like, they actually are a great addition to the Premier League. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good team to have in the Premier League. And I feel like more teams that are in the Championship should look at that. And instead of folding and, going, oh, I'm going to sell our best player to this team for like 20 million. No, we'll sell you our best player, but you got to pay for it. You know what I mean? So we can rebuild as well. So, fair play to them. But look, Sol, do you have any more to say before we move on?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, sounds from that side. Sounds like you're good. Well, look, let's move on to the bigger team in Manchester. And that's, I don't know. City versus Hammers. Take it away, Banks. I will, thank you. City versus Hammers. I said to you, I thought it was going to be a tough one. And from the first half, it was pretty much like what I thought the game was going to be like. Hammers sat back, but they actually countered pretty well. They look, to be honest, we were kind of like we still played our game and we were playing well. We had some chances. I think Haaland missed 2 absolute sitters in the first half, and it was actually it was first half. He missed 2 absolute sitters, and it was provided to him from Jeremy Doku. And if he had scored those 2 goals, then we'd be saying, all right, standard old City. But that made it a bit more difficult for us. And then they just got 1 breakaway goal. I think it was a mistake in midfield. I can't remember who it was. Who was it? Someone, Paqueta picked the ball up, passed it over to Antonio or something. No, it was Bowen. Passed it over to Bowen. Bowen just ran through all of our midfield, crossed it in, and then boom, 1-0, James Ward-Prowse. So I'm thinking, all right, it's going to be one of those days.
Ward-Prowse again.
Yeah, did the golf celebration and everything. I think it hit me in the eye when he did it. I was like, oh, you fridge. But look, they were 1-0 up, and as we all know, this year, Hammers are looking good. They're playing well. They got some good results against Brighton and against Chelsea. So I was worried, I was worried, especially going into the second half. I was like, oh, here we go. It's going to be a rough week for the Manchester boys. But, no, See, this is a difference between us. This is where, the boys showed who the real men were. But like, nah, look, we came out strong. And Jeremy Doku, oh my God, you guys, the Premier League, I'm telling you right now, you aren't ready for this, man. You aren't ready for who was I can't remember who. Oh, it was I think whoever West Ham's left back was, or left back. Bro, he had a rough time, man. I felt,
He ran at the
bro.
whole night, eh?
I've never seen a player get dusted in like 4 minutes, and he did. I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, no, look, he's like I said to you from the start, he's like a really exciting signing for us. I was really excited about him when we got him. Because for this reason, we haven't got a player like this for ages. The last player we had that was similar to this was Leroy Sané. And even then, he wasn't like this. So, yeah, no, look, dude, he actually had amazing. Even when I said the first half, he actually he set up Haaland these 2 absolute sitters. And if you put those away, that's 2 assists for him, you know what I mean? And maybe even a goal. But, look, he had a good goal and a great game. And actually, I don't know if you saw his celebration. He did the gritty, pissed off the Hammers fans to the extreme. I've seen the city vloggers that could go to the game. And as soon as he did, I swear to God, he full grittied, bro. And I'll tell you something funny that happened afterwards. But he started grittying and it was hilarious. I started cracking up. I was like, how dare you? Pep's going to kick you out for 4 games now. Yeah, he was doing that. Yeah. Yeah, but like dog, all the boys. It's so funny to see because like we've never had players like that. Because United have always had players like Pogba and doing the dab and stuff like that. All these dances. Yeah. We've never really had a player like the does the hip TikTok dances and shit. So I just thought it was
Sturridge.
Sturridge. Yeah, Sturridge used to do it even though he came from us. But yeah, he never did it at our club. He did it at yours. But yeah. Yeah, gritty, yeah. But yeah, no, it was just funny to see. It was like, oh, we've never really had a player like that, so it was just funny to see him do it. But no, look, scrap the celebration. It was a great goal. I don't know if you've seen the goal.
Yeah, I've seen the goal. Really hope he snaps a leg soon.
So you're on mute, by the way. Oh my God!
Indeed, the Premier League doesn't.
How do we burn him?
We've had enough of him already.
Bro, it's 1 game and you're wishing death upon his legs already. Come on, man! Hurry,
right.
Jesus Christ!
He's one of, I think, what is it? He's one of probably 23 people I wish death upon on this thing.
Oh man! Look, please, YouTube, and yeah, look, he's only joking. He doesn't actually wish death upon these players. Stop nodding your head, please. Otherwise, we're going to get banned. But look, look, I see it as a compliment when you do your death wish because that means he's a great player. You know what I mean? So I can't complain. But no, he actually scored hectic and it took us off. Special shout out to Alvarez. He's actually playing super great this season. I can't believe we've got 2 mad strikers at Man City. For so long, there was a time where we couldn't even get a striker playing at Man City. You know what I mean? Now we've got 2 mad strikers. What's that, sorry?
When was that?
Like, literally 2 seasons ago, we were literally playing with a false 9. We didn't even have a striker. For 2 seasons straight, we won we were playing with like a false 9. So...
When did you have Aguero?
No, Aguero was like injured for most of the time, and even when he did come back, Pep never played him.
No, they were playing like the Bruno and the final.
Yeah, bro. Won 2 leagues with that system. But yeah, anyway,
Didn't use them.
No, we didn't have strikers. We literally went out to the market and didn't even buy strikers when we could have bought strikers. Like I said, we went 2 seasons without strikers and won the league both times. So it's just Pep magic. You know what I mean? But look,
Saudi oil magic, mate.
Wrong country, but
Money
okay.
magic, brother.
Wasn't your club twerking for Sheikhs not long ago when they found out they were linked with them?
We get the money from them? No.
No, but you've still got money.
Don't worry
So
about
it
that.
doesn't
It's
matter.
not about. Don't worry about that. It's just
Yeah,
whether
but
or
you
not we
still
get
get
the
money.
bags.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
you still
get the bag. We haven't
You
got the
still get the
bags
bag.
like you got.
You still-
You got bags.
110 million for Casado. That's not bags. That's not bags. Interesting. Interesting.
Did we do it? Or look,
I just
I'm
don't
not
get
even.
this whole. All right,
I'm
go
not
say
even
we have-
convinced. I'm not even convinced we would have got. We were actually serious on getting Casado. I think we always knew he was going to Chelsea, and we put that bid
Now
in.
he's not serious.
They weren't going to
Now
be
he's
able to
not
buy Lavia as well.
serious.
So then we put a bid in for Lavia, and it's just funny that Chelsea just have enough money for him as well without breaking any financial fair play rules. Apparently, they can spend 400 million after finishing 8th in the Premier League. Or 12th.
Look, we're not talking about Chelsea. We're talking about yeah, lower than that. But no, look, I'm just trying to say you would have frothed for that money and more some. And yeah, look, at the end of the day, it comes from jealousy. We just but we hate to admit that. That's all it is. But look, we move on. The second goal, yeah, it was actually like I was saying. I wanted to bring up Alvarez which was only 14 million, by the way. Crazy. City just buy the league every season. 14 million striker sets up a goal. And yeah, Bernardo Silva puts it in. Actually, I don't know if you saw, it was another hectic goal as well. He full chipped the keeper from like 6 yards out. It was like, yeah. I'm surprised the defender didn't get to it. What? What's wrong?
Nothing.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
It's awfully quiet now. What's happened? But anyway, look, the third goal, Haaland scored. Like some people said, he had a shocker because he missed a few chances. He did, but look, at the end of the day, some striker will get his chances if he's going to get his chances, especially at Man City, and he still put one away and finished the game for us too. Because they had put on when it was 2-1, they had brought in Benrahma and that new signing, Mohamed Kudus, on, and they started looking a bit more lively than when there was their 2-1 down. So we just needed that reassurance goal, and yeah, Harden brought it up. And like I said, this actually reverts back to the greedy celebration. So Haaland tried to do it as well, and then failed miserably and actually fell on the floor. I don't know if you saw that. He tried to do it and failed. And then someone, I think, behind him pushed him as well, and he full tumbled over it. I was like, that's so funny. It's just so funny to see. But no breaking ankles. No death wishes here. We're past the curses stages. Yaya Toure got our back now. You know what I mean? So we're good.
Hasn't worked yet.
Huh?
So JJ's first voodoo doll hasn't worked yet.
Look, it's there's no relevance with JoJo's voodoo dolls. As long as it's Yaya Toure, then I'll be worried. Anyone else, it's just shade. You know what I mean?
Don't worry about Yaya. It didn't even work.
Huh? No, he lifted the curse the year we won it, lad. Don't worry. No, jokes aside, which would make say that might be offensive, but no, look, tough game, but we actually got the result, and that was what I was happy about. I think I actually predicted 1-0 or something as well. So, for us to make, to come out with a 3-1 win, fair play to City. So yeah, look.
We picked a 3-1 win.
Yeah, like I said, both our teams did each other solids this week. Didn't even back each other, our own team. But no, it was a good game. It was a stressful game to watch, that's for sure. But we played how we played, and we got our results. So I'm more than happy. I think we got a couple of tough games now upcoming. So now this is where we actually have to knuckle down. After the Champions League, I'm pretty sure we play. I think we play Tottenham or something like that, but I can't remember. I know it was someone tough, but yeah. Look, as long as we keep moving on. Oh, okay. So I can't remember who, but I know it's someone tough. I just don't remember who. But either way, look, as long as we keep going and keep styling like this, then I'm happy. Because like I said, if we any other season would be already had 2 draws now or something, or maybe a loss or something. So for the fact we've won 5 games out of our first 5, I'm pretty happy with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, we move on, and yeah, I don't have much to say. Do you have any more to say about the City performance?
Girl team.
It breaks the leg.
Yeah, look, you can wish as much as you want, but as long as he, look, you can wish as much as he wants. I see it as a compliment. If he wishes death upon my players or their legs, it's a compliment to me because he knows how good they are. So that's all it means. But look, lads, we've had a great show. We're almost an hour in, and we still haven't got the predictions done. So before we do, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us, helps us go with our algorithm and get to certain places that we want to. And we do this because we love the sport, as you know. You know what I mean? More content coming out on Instagram, TikTok now, I believe, as well. We'll make sure we put all the links up. And also, I'll put a link up to... What's that, sorry?
To go follow us.
Yeah, please go ahead, give us a follow on those pages as well. And make sure you go like and subscribe to Geek World UK Editor Rick's page. Awesome. Please take it away, Saul.
Prediction League Week 5, as you all know. We're doing a prediction league, just us three. You can join if you want. Put it in the comments below. Just obviously, you're going to start off with the same points as the lowest person, aka George G. Banks. He's lowest at the moment. You'll start there. You can just jump in if you want. Put the predictions in and we'll join you into the group. So week 1, first game, Liverpool Wolves. Joey had 3-0, Banks had 3-1, and I had 4-1. Banks with the double points there as he got the correct score and the correct result. Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, 3-1. Joey, we all picked them to win. Aston Villa, sorry. No one got the correct score, but we all.
They were 2-1 up on the 90th minute. You know that? They were 2-1 up in the 90th minute.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
we
bro.
both got that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that. Fulham Luton, 1-0 to Fulham. We all got that one right. Got the correct score, though. Man United Brighton, as we all know, we all got that one wrong. Tottenham Sheffield United. If you've seen that, that was a crazy little comeback at the end. 2-3 minutes in the extra at a time.
Yeah.
2
Bit of
goals.
magic.
Yeah, Enge ball again.
Good.
A little bit of pigeon.
Pigeon magic as well. What's your pigeon sound?
Magic.
What's your pigeon sound, Joey? That's an actual pigeon sound, but what's your pigeon sound? That's what I wanted the viewers to know. But yeah, thank you.
We all got that one right, but no result. So 1 point each for that one. West Ham, Man City. Joey got the correct score and result on that one, so double points.
Damn it.
But we all got that one right with 1 point. Newcastle, Brentford.
Yeah. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's how it is.
Newcastle, Brentford, 1-0 to Newcastle. I got that one wrong. I think I went for the draw.
You know what's funny,
so Newcastle win.
You know what's funny? Sorry to cut you off. I remember last week you said, "I'm not doing agendas anymore. I'm gonna make sure this. I'm doing this prediction league right." And then nowhere to like, I'm gonna pick 2-2 draw because I want Newcastle to go down because Banks picked Newcastle. And then, well, yeah, I was just cracked up laughing. I was like, "No way! This guy actually said he didn't want to do agendas, and then literally goes back at it after 2 minutes." But yeah, sorry. Continue.
When I finished that episode, I was like, what an idiot.
Yeah.
Bournemouth and Chelsea, 0-0. Terrible game.
Bro, I almost came close. Yeah, he got a draw, honestly. Chelsea are mudded.
He picked the draw, but it doesn't matter. He still picked the draw. He got the points. Everton, Arsenal, Banks. I don't know why you picking Everton thinking that they're
Brother,
gonna
I nearly came close. I nearly came close on that one as well. I don't know what you're talking about. Arsenal got this
Hey,
one
hey,
scrappy
like
goal
Vin
out of
Diesel
nowhere.
said, inch, whatever it is.
All right, Paul Walker, calm down, brother.
In the last game, Nottingham Forest and Burnley 1-1. Backing your
Burnley.
boy again.
He's cooking. He's cooking now. He's got a point underneath his belt. He's coming
He's
back.
not
He's
cooking.
coming.
He's got us next.
No, he's
We
dusting
better
us up.
not be
And
cooking.
you know I'm backing him up on that game as well. Because no way I'm backing up the team after that Brighton performance. No way. No.
No one got that right. We all picked Nottingham. Oh no, you picked Burnley, obviously, but me and Joey picked Nottingham to win.
Nottingham. I think you did that out of agenda reasons as well, but, you know.
No, I thought they were going to win. They beat Chelsea last week.
He's just garbage.
Who?
Company.
As a manager? Maybe. As a player, no.
Yeah, as a manager, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let him cook. Let him
So-
cook. He's still simmering.
He had just the weirdest head for me to ever take him seriously.
You know his head, you know what his head looks like? You know that
Alien.
movie? That Megamind? The blue
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It always just reminds me of that head for some reason. Like you paint this man blue, he's Megamind. But you know, it's because of that knowledge in his head, you know, that football knowledge. That's why it's so big. But nah, like we all know how good Company was back in the day. But
Photo of Phil Foden's son.
Elway, little Elway, yeah. I've seen some funny things like
So
check
company?
check company or something like that, or check company's DNA or something like that. Oh, like it will look like him, eh? Like
Yeah,
actually
man.
full
Foden
like-
Russo's out there taking the company.
oh my god! I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, hey, if I was him, I'd be like, we're going to Maury. Or, you know, Jerry Springer, one of those that just shows because, yeah.
Sheets in the game, and he's editing up the Foden sheets.
Yeah, imagine them on Maury, like, you are not the father. It's just like, running away, and like, companies in the background, like, oh, no.
Oh, shit, man.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I'm paying child support.
Yeah.
She-ho.
See, folks, you don't only get football content on the show, you just get unrealistic, you know, imaginations as well. Yeah, and situations. But look, do we have any more games? Sorry?
No, that was it. I was just got the last results. So
Just so the fans
total
can hear,
points.
just so the followers, so fans, followers, watchers can hear.
We're
Just
so old, we call them fans still, but yeah, sorry.
do we just want to just skip to who's on top of the line?
Yeah, that's what we'll get into.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this week total points.
Good idea.
Joey,
Good idea.
No, 9. Big 9. I got 9 2 weeks ago, so that's at the moment is the biggest score that we've got.
Mm-hmm.
Banks 7 and Sol 6. I didn't have a very good week this week.
Interesting.
So total at the moment, Joey 26, number 1. Sol on 23 in second spot, and Banks on 21 last spot.
Making a comeback.
Yeah, you're making the comeback slowly. But
Well, I play like my
won't
team.
change in 1 week.
When it comes to the crunching times,
So yeah, if you want to join in, guys, put your predictions in the next episode in our preview show, and we'll throw you in.
Yeah, 100%. Awesome. Well, look, another great episode as always, lads. Pleasure doing this with yous. Yeah, we'll be doing the review show on the weekend. Oh, wait, sorry. Yes, the preview show on the weekend for the up-and-coming games. Yes, for the up-and-coming games. And then, yeah, we've got new episode now. I mean, new show, the Champions League show. We'll try to do more regular content on that. And like you said, the EA is coming. We've got, you know, new pages as well. So please, if you can go like, follow, subscribe to all of them. It means so much to us because you know how YouTube and all this stuff works. It's all about algorithm and likes and all that stuff. I wish I didn't have to say this every time, but you know how it is. But look, excellent folks, excellent episode. Any sign-offs before we go? Vamos. Sol?
Peace, guys.
Peace with the Middle East. All right, folks. I've been your host, who's done the most. And until next time, we are the Free Lads.
Watch out, you might get what you're after. Gold, baby.